Hey there. Um, Unfortunately, I don't have a mic right now. I'm micless, so the audio might be a bit bad. Um, you're just gonna have to deal with that for a second. Please mind me for that. But today is a bit different. I'm not uploading a short film or uploading a project. I'm more just showing you the process and how I usually get out of a rut. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna show you guys a video that has 7 shots. It's pretty short, and I want you guys to think of it like um, not a completed project, but more of practice. And maybe you can apply that for your future works and things like that. I find that a lot of times us as people who make things like films, right? We always want the best new project. You know, we want to make the longest thing. And I think you have to snap out of that mindset because it sort of puts pressure on you to complete this big project, and then you can one day just say, I don't want to do it, and then you're stuck in a rut, right? So what helped me is to slow down a bit and to just go step by step. What do I mean by that? I mean that first I did a one shot, right? I literally just took one shot of, I don't know if you can see, but that bookshelf right there, I took a shot of my baseball on the bookshelf and tried to make sure I got the lighting right, and color graded it in DaVinci. And from that shot, I sort of started to gain a little bit of confidence. Not much so as confidence, more so I was getting into the rhythm of things. And yeah, that was a great thing to do because you're not burdened by the weight in your mind that you have to make a whole sequence of shots, you know? And I think that's a good thing because that weight can be heavy. What I'm trying to say is basically what I did was after that one shot, the next day, I said, I'm gonna do 3 shots. Those 3 shots ended up being me walking to pick up a weight, right? Pretty easy, pretty simple. And it's easy stuff like that that can expand into a whole new, sequence. And after I made the 3 shots, I actually edited it, color graded it, and sort of smoothly got that done with, right? But then I realized, why not just add 2 more, right? So we got the 5 shots, and I picked up the weight. Well, no, that wasn't in those. I started lifting the weights, right? And after that, I realized, why not do 7? So the next 2 shots was me sort of putting down the weight and sitting back on the bed, as you'll see in a second. This is all to say it's about compounding, because if you start off saying that you're gonna do 80 shots, you're gonna do 5 scenes in one day or in 2 days, right? That pressure is gonna build up, and you're gonna end up not doing what you said, and it's gonna be annoying when it's the next day and you didn't do what you said you were gonna do, right? So this practice is sort of a good way to get out of a rut or a slump. But yeah, I'll play the video now. How was it? Did you like it? Um, it wasn't really much. It was more like practice, like I said. But now that you've seen it, you get what I mean by it doesn't have to be a big project. It's just making sure that you do something, right? Because it all starts with the first step, right? And I didn't really prepare much to be said for this video. Usually I would be more prepared, but I'm more just talking to you guys naturally, trying to get my point across on the importance of not burdening yourself, especially when you're doing this solo, because it's not like I have a big crew with me, like a gaffer, a director, a producer, you know, the lighting crew. There's none of that here, you know? It's just me. And when, you know, you want to start practicing things like that, you oftentimes say in your head, oh, I have to wait until this, I have to wait until that. But I'm doing this on, you know, a phone. I know a lot of people do try to start off with their phone. Some people have cameras, some people borrow cameras, but those people are the same people that, what I'm trying to say is, it's not about the equipment, it's about the person. Now, sometimes you genuinely have big restraints based on your equipment. Example is filming outside with a cheap camera and no ND filter. That's just gonna go out of, it's gonna be chaos. It's not gonna be a good experience, and there's genuinely things you have to prepare for. And I like to say that you should know your limitations before you set your expectations. Ooh, that's a great little, hey, quote me on that. What I say, you should know your limitations before you set your expectations. That was a beautiful line right there. But look, this is about enough for me. I hope you guys took something away about starting small, and I will have a actual project coming out, I hope soon. Trying to get back into it, and yeah, if you like the video, maybe like the video, I don't know. I'll catch y'all later. Peace, y'all.